Hi, my name is Oksana Orchait and I'm with Queen's University. This is my digital presentation for week 7. I'm excited to talk to you today about how the movie The Pursuit of Happiness provides equipment for living for those who face the challenges of life. Now let's get started with an introduction. The Pursuit of Happiness is a movie based on a true story about a bright man named Chris Gardner. We follow Chris's life and see all the challenges and obstacles he faces, from losing his wife, money, car, apartment, to sleeping in a metro station bathroom with his son Christopher, in pursuit of a dream for a better life for the two of them. After unpaid internship at a well-known stock brokerage firm, Chris's determination finally pays off when only he gets selected from a group of 20 candidates to become a stockbroker. This research project will explore how the socio-psychological tradition will help a viewer to learn about values, goals, personality, personal standards, and how all of these factors translate into a person's behavior, decision-making, and achievement. To be more exact, I will explore how trait theory, action assembly theory, and compliance gaining communication theory apply to this movie. This research project will also give an answer to the question, what motivates Chris to stay on track without giving up when he encountered a series of obstacles in his life? My thesis statement is that the movie provides equipment for living for those who undergo challenges and hardship in life. Let's take a look at the literature review subheadings. Kenneth Burke was the first who introduced the equipment for living concept. He suggests that as equipment for living, rhetoric assists the audience in coping with or maneuvering through life. Burke focused mainly on rhetoric and literature, while other scholars like Young, Ott, and Lair took the Burkean concept of equipment for living and applied it to the media. These scholars examined the importance of film to society as well as the interpretation of the film's message. Based on Young research, film viewing plays an active role in the lives of at least some viewers. Ott's interest is less about in what the film says and more in what the film does and how it does it. Lair, in his view, demonstrates that reality TV offers strategies for dealing with situations. In addition, numerous scholars have written about narrative ethics. According to Adams, narratives help us make sense of life. All researchers demonstrate that stories, whether consumed as literature or movies, provide us with equipment for living, simply because they help audiences better understand various challenges in life and in many cases offer a situation on how to solve such problems. However, the literature does not explain what motivates some people to stay on track without giving up when they encounter obstacles. There is also little attention paid to the personal traits and cognitive processes that produce an individual behavior. For the purpose of my research project, I watched the original movie The Pursuit of Happiness and read several reviews, quotes, and interviews regarding the movie's storyline. This movie overall had a tremendous impact on me personally. It supported my own belief that many successful people in many occasions had to go through numerous hardships and struggling phases in their life because they could achieve success and high status. The next step was to concentrate on several narrative scenes from the movie and to apply the socio-psychological communication theories to them in order to make a conclusion at the end of my research. First, I used the trait theory that had explained what Chris was thinking about, how he was feeling about hardships, and in general, what kind of individual he was. Further, I applied the action assembly theory and compliance gaining strategies that helped to learn more about cognitive processes that produced Chris's behavior under different circumstances. My data includes different narrative scenes from the movie The Pursuit of Happiness that helps identify Chris's character in depth. The scenes also align with the three social psychological theories I have mentioned earlier. Scenes displaying Chris's strong qualities. While playing basketball with his son, Chris gives his famous speech that provides us an insight into Chris's view on life and how to protect our dreams. I'm going to cover it on my next slide. Scenes on producing appropriate communicative action. Chris is a very intelligent man who knows when and what to say depending on the situation. For example, in one scene we observe Chris's positive attitude and wittiness in quite a challenging situation. Under certain circumstances, Chris had to come for a very important interview in dirty clothes, being unwashed, uncombed, and overall being poorly and inappropriately dressed. Nevertheless, by being honest, self-confident, and wise enough to fully concentrate his attention on achieving a goal rather than on a pleasant situation, he was able to successfully pass the interview. Also, Chris Gardner's high intelligence is made clear to viewers in the scene where Chris solved a Rubik's Cube in just minutes while driving in a taxi with one of the VPs. Even though this was an example of almost a mute communicative action, Chris chose the most appropriate way to make a strong impression on his companion. Scenes on gaining the compliance with others. Chris's dedication and strong will while selling portable bone density scanner is shown throughout the entire movie. By the end of the movie, Chris sells all of his machines, patiently convincing doctors of medical clinics to purchase his expensive piece of equipment. Another example of Chris's ability for gaining the compliance with others is demonstrated in a scene where he gets a job at the end of the training program. Here is Chris's famous speech that helps us understand him much better.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. Alright? You got a dream, you gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
When looking at overall analysis, I will explore how three social psychological communication theories apply to the selected movie themes and what meaning they reveal. Chris's personality by trait theory. According to the well-known 5-factor models described by John Digman, I was able to apply 4 out of 5 specific traits that fully describe our main character. The positive attitude in the scenes where Chris loses his shoes or sleep in a metro station bathroom perfectly demonstrate the extroversion type of his personality. The second trait is a tendency to be well organized and self-disciplined in order to complete tasks. I observed this quality in Chris by listening to his speech on protecting your dreams. I hope you enjoyed it as well. The third factor, openness, applies to Chris's personality because as an independent thinker, he follows his dream job even when no one supports his decision. Lastly, through agreeableness or the tendency to be eager to help other people, Chris is seen as a man who helps his co-worker by giving his last $5 for tips. Conversation management and action assembly theory. Chris's intelligence is undeniable. The scene where he passes an interview with several key managers of a successful stock brokerage firm while being underdressed reassures us of his communication excellence and great adaptation to any situation. In addition to that, many people would be impressed by his natural ability to solve a Rubik's Cube in minutes. In the movie, we see how Chris constructs his messages efficiently and quickly with everyone, from clients to high-ranking stock brokerage. Compliance Gaining Theory and Art of Persuasion. During the interview between Chris and key managers, Chris reassures everyone that he is worth being a part of the well-known stock brokerage firm, even though his resume was weak compared to other applicants. His goal-oriented personality eventually leads him to get a job with this company, and years later he becomes a millionaire. Step by step, Chris accomplishes one goal after another and ends up a winner. He convinces his wife to let him take care of their son. He patiently sells all his bone density scanners. He easily makes connection with other people. Chris is a hard worker who sets goals and works toward them. Despite all the troubles, Chris continues to be a loving and caring father who overcomes the obstacle he faces with the help of his son's trust and affection. This is his true motivation to stay on his feet and follow his dream without giving up. As a reward, Chris receives the most valuable praise he could ever get when his little son tells him, "You are a good papa." The movie The Pursuit of Happiness does offer equipment for living for those who undergo challenges and hardship. We see Chris Gardner as a symbol of someone who works hard no matter what. The movie teaches us how strong will, determination, and motivation can tremendously change a person's life. Every trouble that life brings should be taken and accepted as a challenge that serves to pave the way for a better and successful future. Such attitude is truly valuable for everyone in building his or her good character. Another great lesson that can be taken from Chris's character is that we have to protect our dreams. We should not listen to those people who tell us that we cannot do something. Many people who became successful in their careers had to overcome incredible obstacles in order to achieve great things in life. Those achievements were not accomplished in one day, but they began with one's values, goals, personal standards, and personality traits. In addition to these qualities, we see by the example of this movie how people's decision-making skills and behavior choices can have a profound effect on what the future holds for them. Personally, I admire Chris's ability to invest his time wisely in everything he does. He observes the situation around him and makes the right choice on his career and what he wants to accomplish in life. References are listed here. Thank you for listening and have a great day.